Hey everyone, my name is Anders, and today we are going to go over the Black Desert teaser slash reveal slash almost confirmation of our new class, Gunner or Gunslinger or whatever name they end up going with. 4 days ago, we got a GM note in every region that simply said, "Nothing comes to mind at first glance," and just had an image with some Morse code and some numbers. It came out around the time that Korea was awake and some of EU, so it was mostly Korean players that sort of deciphered the image and found some references to a new class. The image and the code were for a coupon you could redeem for some items, but the Morse code message said population, and the aesthetic was that of an American Western with the typewriter, the watch, and so on. The typewriter having Cyrillic writing for some strange reason. The numbers, though, according to some players, were exactly like the numbers from the Texas Almanac of 1956 to 57, which showed population changes in Victoria County, Texas from the past 100 years. The Wild West in Texas is described as the later decades of the 19th century, so the years were matching up with the theory that this image had something to do with Gunner. We already knew that the next class after Dosa was always going to be Gunner. This was known since November of last year. They announced it during the now iconic whiteboard presentation where Prelibis went over some changes to the game. They sort of randomly announced it at the end there since so many people were asking. Fairly sure it's going to be a female class, and I can't really speak on data mines here on the channel, but there are rumors that Gunner will be an Ascension class. That means it's going to be like Scholar, it's going to be like Archer, in that there will not be a Succession and Awakening, but rather the Gunner will use both weapons in tandem. Today we found out what those two weapons are going to be. So for her main hand, it's going to be a revolver, and for her second weapon, it is a shotgun. It seems like in the lore, these weapons are created by Marnie, so they have a realistic, maybe punk aesthetic, and in the new GM note, they gave us some flavor text for each weapon and what we can expect for them to do. For revolver, it says this revolver can draw constellations over enemies with a powerful shot, and for the shotgun, it says a bigger friend for bigger problems. Don't fret if a swarm of foes comes your way, your shotgun will be the great communicator with sheer power. It seems to me like the revolver will have faster animation skills, with the shotgun dealing slower, heavy damage, both likely being mid to long range. There is, of course, an element of fantasy with the game and our skills, so I'm sure whatever the skills will do will look pretty cool. Personally, I'm really hoping for a quick draw skill and something like the Deathfire ability from the Lost Ark Gunner class. Always thought that skill looked amazing and sounded really good. We also got a sneak peek from the video released on Gunner's theme, as that seems to be now a consistent trait with new class releases for a BDO ever since Scholar, I believe, each one getting their own theme music. I'll have it at the end here so you can tell me what you think in the comments. That's all for today. All the info we have so far with the new class. I'm sure we're going to get more teasers within the coming weeks as we approach Festa. I'm now going to talk about where I've been for a little bit and then let you guys go till the next one. So yes, I've been away for 2 months or so. Made an announcement on my Discord about what was happening, and to tell you the truth, things are not better right now. I'm hoping getting back into making videos, editing, which is something I only really do because I like to do it. I'm hoping that helps me move forward in life. At least that's the idea. In terms of what this means for the channel, I still play BDO, I still cover BDO, but I will of course start covering more games like Throne and Liberty, which I already did a few videos on, which I need to update because the game today is completely different from when we first started playing 2 months ago. The new weapon Spear is also coming out this week for that game. Unfortunately, TL has lost a lot of players since launch, and with NCSoft having so many financial issues, restructuring the company into subsidiaries, the core of the team having supposedly now more creative independence, which is good, but the future for TL is pretty uncertain, I would say. We also need to talk about Pearl Abyss. A Crimson Desert release date announcement is only a couple of weeks away at the Game Awards. That should be coming out early next year. BDO in China is getting some praise. Black Desert Mobile in China, however, is shutting down in January of next year. PA just had a bad earnings quarter, so a lot of things to go over in videos for that. Ion 2 was also announced by NCSoft for next year. They basically said it's going to be like Throne and Liberty, but PvE focused instead of PvP, which, having played Ion, is a bizarre thing to hear, but again, another new MMO to look forward to next year. Chrono Odyssey is supposedly end of next year as well, and Arcade Chronicles from Kakao and XL Games is next year. That one looks more like a successor to BDO in terms of combat and game systems, but we'll see. I have many thoughts on Kakao having dealt with them in the past, and they too are also going through some financial struggles, so we'll see, but those are the ones I'm I'm looking at right now. There's a lot to look forward to, I think, but at the same time, I've seen a lot of anger towards BDO and I guess general dissatisfaction with the game, and I think most of it is warranted, to be honest. I do agree with a lot of the grievances that people are posting, but we'll see what happens. I'm hoping Festa does give us some good news about the direction and the future of the game, but we'll see what it is. That's it for this one. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.